Okay, I want to go over one of the more complex sentences that we had reviewed a couple of days ago that had a compound direct object in it. Remember that we're on pattern 2. Okay, pattern 2. So let's just look at this sentence real fast. I, which was our subject pronoun, slapped, verb transitive, a, article adjective, mosquito, and a gnat. Okay, so we had a, which was an article adjective, mosquito, and a gnat, which were both compound direct objects, and, which is a conjunction, a, article, adjective, and a gnat. Remember, we don't have any prepositional phrases in this sentence. And the direct objects go back to, well, what did I slap? The mosquito and a gnat. And both the mosquito and the gnat are nouns because only direct objects can be nouns or pronouns. Okay? Then with our pattern, it's a subject noun, verb transitive, it's a direct object, and pattern 2 on that. Okay? Well, let's go over to this sentence. Now, everybody should have either a fresh lined piece of paper out or a brand or your old piece of paper. Okay? So whatever you want to do on that. And you can stop this video for just a second if you want to while you get that set up. While you get that set up. I'll get it right. All right, make sure that you're putting a line before the, because we've got to put our pattern there. And we've got the hunting dog, tracked. We know that that's going to be past tense. We've got an ED on that. The raccoon. And I've already put this in parentheses for us. Okay, I've given us a little prompt. Through the brush. Now, those parentheses should be an alarm bell going bing, bing, bing in our mind. I've already given us a little hint on this one. You should be going, oh, thanks, Mrs. Shelton. That's telling me that it's a what? A prepositional phrase. Okay? And then you might be thinking, well, wait a second. I thought that most of the time when we have a direct object in a sentence, we don't have a prepositional phrase. Well, the direct object, which is a noun or pronoun, needs to be before the prepositional phrase. That's why I put our parentheses right there. That's giving us another hint as well. Okay, so let's start out. Now you can pause this video if you need to still continue to write that sentence. All right, so the hunting dog tracked the raccoon through the brush. All right, so let's start out. What is the? Well, we should say article adjective. Okay, and you know what? Before we get much farther, you know what I forgot? You're right. I forgot to break the sentence and I forgot to say, what type of sentence is it? So I just totally jumped right in without doing that. All right. So first of all, we're going to do our sentence break between the complete subject and the complete predicate. So where does our break go? If you said between dog and tracked, you're correct. So I'm going to put my break right there. Okay. And then what type of sentence is it? We know it has that period or that end mark. So it's going to be a, you're right, declarative. Okay? All right. The hunting dog tracked the raccoon through the brush. Okay, so the article adjective. What is hunting? We have to ask ourselves, what is it modifying? Modifying means to describe. What is it describing? Well, hopefully you all said dog, which is correct. And what is dog? Dog is a noun or our subject noun. So we know that hunting is an adjective. Good. And what is dog? We already said it. Our subject noun. Boom. All right. What is tracked? Well, we had already said that before, but it's showing action. We know that it's our verb. Not going to do anything yet. What is the? Well, we already have the right up here. So we know that the is going to be, you are correct. It's going to be another article adjective. Okay. Well, what is raccoon? We know that raccoon is a noun. So it can only be one thing. It's not in a prepositional phrase. We know that that's through is our preposition. So it is a direct object. Because the hunting dog tracked what? The raccoon. It goes right to the raccoon. So what do we need to then do with tracked? Well, it becomes the transitive. Okay, it's tying it right back to that direct object. Okay, so we've got the article adjective. Hunting is an adjective describing dog. Tracked, verb transitive. The article adjective. Raccoon, direct object. Boom. What is through? Well, through is our prepositional phrase, which we just put the P in. Or the P above, sorry. What is the? Well, it's an article adjective. But notice that we didn't have that preposition before the. That's why this is the direct object right there on the again. And brush, well, it is the object of the preposition. Okay? Last thing that we need to do. Pattern. Subject noun, verb transitive, direct object, pattern 2. All right. Tomorrow you are going to do a sentence on your own. And then I'm going to ask you some of the questions in MobyMax about the sentence. It'll be pretty easy. Okay. I'll make it an easy one for tomorrow, but there's going to be a direct object in it for sure. Okay, good job.